Now let's turn our attention to Madagascar. The country recently unveiled the opening part of its first ever highway. Authorities are hoping it can turbocharge the country's economic development by speeding up trade in a country where road conditions are often very difficult. However, environmental campaigners are concerned about the impact of the motorway on the island's unique and fragile ecosystem. And it's not just the environment that's being impacted, as Andre Lombard has been finding out.
Life on the road isn't always easy in Madagascar. Twice a week, Reika makes the long journey between the port city of Tomasina and the capital, Antananarivo. Drivers have long sounded warnings about the dangers of their job, with the IMF ranking the country as having some of the worst road infrastructure in Africa.
The current road is really bad. It's very narrow and there are loads of trucks. It makes me very worried.
But now the country is shifting gears with its transport plans by building a new motorway from the capital. This is the first 8 kilometres of the road that has been opened, and eventually it will stretch 240 kilometres to Tomasina. That's Madagascar's main port and second biggest city. Authorities say it will triple the trade between the capital and the port, as well as reduce journey times from 10 hours down to 2.5. Where I'm stood right now, though, used to be rice paddies like these, and campaigners are worried about the impact on small-scale farmers. They include 70-year-old Neni Farah. She's been farming in the village of Amboadava since she was 4. Her family have owned land here for generations, but now this centuries-old way of life is under threat. These red posts mark where the route of the new highway will run.
This is our daily life. Can you imagine how our life will be when the highway passes through? It's going to create a lot of problems for us. It will impact future generations. Once our rice paddies are demolished, we can't rely on our land anymore. We won't be able to produce.
The highway was initially approved by the presidency of Andry Rajoelina, who was deposed in a military coup in October. The new government has said it will continue with the motorway project, and those who lose land will be compensated.
For you, it might be just a road like that.
Yeah. Max Fontaine was the environment minister when the road was inaugurated.
It changes everything, and for the agriculture, for the water, for the transport, for everything, this highway will radically change the face of Madagascar and Madagascar's economy and Madagascar's vision, Madagascar's future, Madagascar's development.
Radical change is not something that the residents of Amboadava are used to. There's anger as the village meets to discuss the plans, but it's likely to be a long road ahead. With construction continuing and due to finish only in 2028, there's no sign of a U-turn in the government's decision. Andre Lombard, BBC News, Madagascar.